All right, let's deal with these last 4 questions in these notes, and let's just start it off by saying this side times this side. So on one side we got 12 times 10. The other side we have the x minus 1 times the x plus 6. And that's what's going to be equal. Now 12 times 10 is easy. X minus 1 times x plus 6, we have to use the distributive property, but there's 2 terms in each, so they have to be distributed. Each term has to be distributed both. So x times x is x squared. X times the 6 is 6x. Now, so I did the x times both. Now I'm going to do this in minus 1 times both. Minus 1 times x minus x minus 1 times 6, negative 6. We're going to combine these 2 terms that are like, the 6x and the negative x. So I get x squared. Plus 6 minus 1 is just plus 5. Okay. Now to solve, this is called a quadratic equation. We have to set it equal to 0. So I'm going to subtract 120 from both sides of this equation. Minus 120. So we get x squared plus 5x minus 126 equals 0. Okay? Now we're going to factor this. Okay? So we're going to factor this. If you factor this correctly, it would be this. X. And for the 126, we're going to do 9 times 14. And to get this to work out right, we're going to do plus 14. We're going to do minus 9. Okay? Now that when we go to solve it at this point, each one of these is set equal to 0. So the 2 x's that we get would be 9 or 14 or negative 14. Well, the x can't be a negative number, so we're going to exclude this one, leaving me with x equals 9 for this question. Okay. Next one. On one side, we have 4, part on the outside, times the whole thing, which would be 6. Okay. On this side, we have the part on the outside, times the whole thing, which would be x plus 5. Okay. So we get x times x is x squared. X times 5 is 5x equals 6 times 4, which is 24. We're going to subtract 24 from both sides, giving us x squared plus 5x minus 24 equals 0. We had to set it equal to 0 because it's a quadratic equation. To solve it, we need it equal to 0. We're going to factor this. We get x and x. To get to 24, a lot of choices to get 24, but I'm going to go with 8 and a 3. And to get the signs to work out, we're going to go plus 8 and we're going to go minus 3, which means the 2 values we get are negative 8 and 3. We can't have a negative number, so our final answer is x equals 3. Okay. This one here, x, whole thing, times the part on the outside times the whole thing, x plus 15. And this one here, the part on the outside, 5.5. The whole thing, 22.5 plus 5.5 would be 28, I think. Okay. So we're going to get x squared plus 15. X equals 5.5 times 28 is 154. Subtract that 154 from both sides. Okay. And let's see here. From there, we're going to factor this. X plus 22 is going to be one side, so we got our x, And like I said, 22, and we'll go plus 22 and minus 7. 22 times 7 is 154. Okay, which means our two answers are negative 22 or positive 7. Can't have the negative, so we go with positive 7 for x. Last one. 12 times 12 plus 15 is 27. And this one here, x plus 5 times x plus 5. Okay. So we're going to get x squared plus 5x plus 5x plus 25 equals, and then on this side, 12 times 27 is 324. Combine our like terms, x squared plus 10x plus 25 equals 324. Subtract that 324 from both sides, and we get x squared plus 10x minus 299 equals 0. And this one is going to be x, and to get the 299, let's do 23 times 13. So let's do plus 23 minus 13. Again, if you need help with knowing how to factor these, we can do that. I can help you out. My two x's are negative 23 or positive 13. Can't be the negative 23, so 13 is your answer. And there's the last 4 questions.